10 years ago, I was a student at the University of Reading, and I think Reading has a really nice campus. It's about 300 acres, loads of green space. It's a really nice place to spend time. But I was a student here for about 2 years before I learned that in a distant part of the campus that I never really went to, there was a Cold War nuclear bunker. And this is it. And when I found that out, I thought, that's pretty crazy that I didn't know that. You'd think the university would talk about something like that. I mean, this is a literal piece of history on their campus. But what I ended up finding out was that I think the university would much rather this bunker wasn't here. So this bunker was built in 1953, so during the fairly early stages of the Cold War. And at that time, the thinking was that World War III would kind of just be a much more intense version of World War II. So the plans for what to do about air raids were adapted from the plans that had been used in World War II. So the country would be split up into regions. Each region would have a regional commissioner, and each regional commissioner would be based in a war room. So this was going to be the war room for Region 6. And the job of the regional commissioner would be to coordinate rescue and recovery efforts, oversee everything, and report back to central government. But by the time they'd finished building these regional war rooms, nuclear weapons had become so powerful that it had become clear that there might not be a central government to report back to. So plans changed. Now every region would essentially split up into its own country and completely run its own affairs. But this building, it is 2 stories. There's another underground story, but it's only designed to fit about 50 people in it. And it's not even designed to have all these people sleep in it. There's some very small dormitories in there, but most of the people were supposed to kind of commute in to work here in the event of an air raid. That wasn't going to work in the event of a full-blown kind of World War III situation. So these bunkers, even though they were built in all these different regions of the country, they weren't used for very long. They were replaced by bigger structures and different plans. Which is all very interesting, but that's not the reason I'm here. This building hasn't been used as an active nuclear bunker for a very long time, and the question of what to do with it has gone unanswered for at least a quarter of a century at this point. In 2007, the university announced plans to demolish it, but in 2009, it was given Grade 2 listed status. So when I was a student here, I wanted to make a YouTube video about this bunker because I thought it would be interesting for other students. And I wanted to find out what's actually going on inside that building these days. If you believe Wikipedia, the university is now using the bunker as a secure storage facility. So I asked around at the uni, but I was told that no one is allowed to go into the bunker these days. Due to modern health and safety regulations, the amount of paperwork that would be involved in allowing someone to go down into that bunker was just not worth it. I kind of thought, how bad can it be, really? But I did end up finding someone who had some footage, and this person said that I could use it in my video. But I never made that video. Until now. The footage is from 2001, and it seems like they were doing some kind of survey of the bunker. Behind the front door, there is a red blast door, and then most of the video takes place in the underground layer of the bunker. And it turns out Wikipedia was right. The university was using the bunker for storage, but I don't know if I'd call it secure. There are several leaks, including one that's being caught in a bucket, and parts of the bunker are seen covered in mold, which has also spread to a number of the books and the documents that are being stored there. I've muted the audio because I don't want any of the staff members to be identifiable, but you can hear them discussing what a mess this all is and how they can get the university to do something about it. I was also given photos from 2004 showing that staff members by then had to wear full protective equipment to go down into the bunker. Not surprising considering the mold, which you can see had gotten really bad in these photos from 2013 and was now all over a lot of the books they were storing there. In 2015, I was told that no one goes in the bunker anymore, so I presume that all these documents must have been cleared out. But in 2020, a group of urban explorers somehow got their hands on a key to the bunker and went down into it. And in their video, you can see that loads of documents were still left down there, including some of the same books from those photos in 2013. Horrifyingly, they then dust off one of those books and have a look at it, breathing in all the nice mouldy dust. But they also found that a lot of the original nuclear bunker stuff is still down there. There are maps of the region, and all sorts of old equipment for ventilation and heating, and probably loads of history to be seen down there. This all just kind of makes me wonder, what are we doing here? Are we preserving this building or not? Listed buildings don't have to be kept exactly as they were. They can be adapted. You have to balance the need to preserve history with the need for this building to serve a function in the modern day. That could mean turning this into a museum, or it could mean turning it into something else useful. In Nottingham, there are currently plans to turn a slightly larger nuclear bunker into a creative hub and build a load of homes on the land around it. Surely just about anything would be better than this. This building can't stay like this forever. At some point, a decision will have to be made about what to do with it. But until that time, I guess the University of Reading will continue to have an old, flooded, mouldy, disused nuclear bunker on the corner of its lovely campus.